Hello YouTube, it is I, the Infernoble Knight of YouTube. And I'm here to you today with a set 19 deck. Son Gohan. He's new, and a lot of the cards in this deck are new, so I'm going to read each one to you. Permanent, you can only place up to 3 energy. You think that would be bad, but this is a super duper aggro deck. So giving this deck more energy would have been super crazy. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Awaken when your life is at 5 or less, or you have a blue Z battle card with energy cost of 2 or more, and superhero in its character name in play. Switch up to 2 of your energy, and add cards from your life to your hand until you have 5 left, and flip them over. On the back side, still the same permanent, up to 3 energy. Auto once per turn, if all of our energy is mono blue, when one of our blue battle cards is added to our Z energy, we get to restand one of our energy to active mode, and that is during either player's turn, which is really good. Activate main or battle once per turn. Draw cards since you have 3 cards in your hand. You generate Z energy in this deck a lot. You combo with cards a lot. So being able to draw 3 every turn during either player's battle step is really, really fun to do. Just don't play against Mill. This is how we awaken. The Vegeta Stronger Together Z Battle card, which is great because it is a 1 Z energy requirement. It's deflect, and if our leader is superhero, which it is, when this card is played, if your opponent has 11 or more cards in their hand, they place them at the bottom of their deck until they hold 11 cards. Auto, limit 1, send 1 blue card from your hand to your warp. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 mono blue battle card with 5k combo power from your drop in a battle with its skills negated for the turn. And then at the end of at the start of your next turn, you get to add the card you sent from your warp back to your hand. So this replaces the Z energy that you used to spend on them. And then if you're going up against green or anything that would interrupt with that guy, we'll play this 2-drop Barrier Goku. He has 2 Z energy requirements, but it's doable. And it's the same thing on play as the other Vegeta. Force your opponent to have 10 cards in hand. The activate battle, if your leader's character name is superhero and you have 3 more energy, and you remove this card from the game, choose up to 1 of your blue battle cards with 2 or more character names, and it gains 10k power and triple strike for the battle. That's kind of like our further instruction Choppa on crack for our 1 battle card in the deck. Beerus. He's a barrier guy. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost greater than their current energy. Place it at the bottom of your owner's deck. This card gets 5k power for the turn. Activate main, 2 energy. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, switch this card to active mode. And get rid of 1 of your opponent's battle cards and ring barrier. And this card gets dual attack. Last, but not least, the Cell. You know what his Cell does. He's a board wipe. He could potentially be a triple strike crit guy. Now we're off to the main deck. Because we're going to have a very low hand size to draw a bunch of cards, let's just have 8 super combos in the deck. You know what this card does. It's the second super combo for Vegex. If your hand is 5 or less, when you combo with this card, it becomes a 10k. Helps with the aggro. And because we're an aggro deck, we can play the 1-drop Vegeta Double Strike, take a life, becomes a 15k Double Strike guy. New card from the set, Goku. When he's played, draw a card and activate battle for a blue energy. If your leader is a superhero, Son Gohan, play this card from your hand. So you can do that during either player's turn. Just draw a card and combo with it. We play 2 of the pan. It's barrier. When this card is played, draw a card and activate main. Give this card to your opponent. Speaking of more super combos, we play for the Vegeta, because we can get ourselves to 4 life really easily. Leader Awakening skill, bringing us down to 5 life, and 1-drop Vegeta, helping us get to 4 if we really need to. And 4 of this Piccolo. Well, if I can ever grab the 4th one. Deflect, dual attack. When this card is played, choose one. This card gets barrier until the end of your opponent's next turn, or you could play the pan from your deck. Activate main, limit 2. If your leader card is blue, play this card. Or activate main to discard this card to play the 1-drop pan. And he's a dual attack, and he's a 20k. He played for 2 energy. It's really, really nutty. This deck is all about hitting stuff. Hell. This is what happens when you film on the bed. Cars get everywhere. But it's a holiday season. I don't want to do this for the family. Oh my fucking lord. Son Gohan. This is your Nimbus of the deck. At the end of the battle where this card is used in a combo, you pay the blue to play him. And limit 1. Put this card in the opponent's drop area. Your opponent can't attack with battle cards unless they bottom deck one of their 2-drop or less battle cards. So there's a little bit of defense. Here's our little bit of offense. Limit 1 at the end of battle during your turn when this card is used in a combo. Pay a blue, play this card. When this card is played, you get to choose one of the effects. You can either have your opponent bottom deck a card from their hand, or bottom deck one of their 4 drops or less. And it's a 15k. The Goku and Vegeta, which has different character names, which you could give it triple strike with the 2-drop C battle card. Deflect. When this card may be removed from the game, or from battle areas, removed from the game instead. When this card is played, draw 1 card. If your leader is blue and this card is in your Z energy, and you discard a card, you can get 2 mono blue energy, or 2 mono blue cards in your drop. Combo with it when its skill's negated. And if you have 3 or more cards in your combo area, you can play this from your Z energy. WinCon, you know what it is. It's Champa. This is why we play the 1-drop pan. Dual attack. When this card is played, choose one of your opponent's non-pan superhero cards, when energy costs of 5 or less, and bottom deck it. If your opponent has a superhero pan in play, play this card from your hand. So you give your opponent the pan, and then you play this card. Because we're a blue leader, and we generate a lot of Z energy, we play this Goku Rose. It's a double strike. When this card is played, draw 1, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy costs of 4 or less, and bottom deck it. If your leader is mono blue, or some also Goku Black, and you have 3 or more Z energy, play this card. And because our leader is a Blue Saiyan, you get to play Calamity Challenger for 3 energy. A 1-drop 15k that draws you a card, and it's a blocker. And because we combo a lot and go through a synergy quite often, stuff will be in the gray or drop, so you can play Bardock. Draw 2, discard 1. Another free body that you can swing with. The Gohan and Piccolo, another dual name to trigger the triple strike effect on the Z battle card. Dual attack, limit 1. When this card attacks, draw 1 card, and if your opponent has a battle card in play, this becomes a 24k. The activate main, we never do, but you can ignore barrier or something and bottom deck it. Activate battle. If you have 3 or more blue and or yellow cards in your combo area, play this card from your hand. That works really well with this. This being able to combo 2 from your drop, and you just combo 1 from your hand, and then you get to play this for 1 energy. And of course, our SCR, the big boy himself. When this card is played, choose all your opponent's battle cards in unison, ignoring barrier. Put them back in the opponent's hand, and if your opponent has more cards in their hand than you, you deal 1 damage to them. And then activate main in battle. If we can get this light out the way. Choose up to 2 of your cards, switch them to active mode, And if you switch this card to active mode by a skill, it gains crit for the turn. And for 2 energy, if your leader is blue and you have 3 or more energy, and you discard, or you place 2 cards from your hand to the bottom, play this card. I forgot to put Decisive Strike in here. So this is supposed to be Decisive Strike. But it does the same thing. And 2D Magic. My buddy was borrowing the foil D Magic, so that's why I'm using the pleb common ones. But that is the deck. Any questions, suggestions, cards to add, please let me know.